Hello everyone, this is Jolo Iglesia, the leader of GroupMates group from BSCS Set A of the University of Manila academic year 2020-2021. Welcome to GroupMates Student Portal. GroupMates Student Portal is made specifically for the students and professors of the Computer Science Department of the University of Manila. For the startup, you will first see the login for the students here, and the user will be able to choose if he or she is a professor or a student, and the user will also be able to register if he or she is a new student that doesn't have an account on the GroupMates Student Portal. So if you're a new student that doesn't have an account in the GroupMates Student Portal, you will be able to register your new account using your own unique ID number that the school has given. So after you fill up all this combo box and text box, you will just press this register button. So let's try. So for the password, we have a privacy setting. So you uncheck this checkbox if you want to see the password that you just entered, or you can uncheck it if you don't want to see it. So then enter your name here. Then the year of your entry in the University of Manila, say 2018. Then your birthday. The birthday must always start with the year, then month, and then the date. Let's say 2000, then separate it with a, then let's say January. Let's say January 1. Let's say it's a male. Then let's just press enter. Register. So the system says it's successfully registered. Let's press OK. Then we can go register as a student now. So after you registered, you will now be able to register as a student in this GroupMates Student Portal. So just enter the valid ID number that you just registered and also the password. So earlier we type 1800499, and then the password is 123123. So we can check this if you want to see, or if you want to check if your password is correct or not. Check it, then just press login. So as soon as you press login, you will now see the official GroupMates Student Portal. So earlier, after we log in with a new account, the system directly linked us to the homepage of the GroupMates Student Portal student site. But now we're going to log in an old account so we can see the grades that the professors give us. So I'm going to log in my account. So I'm going to So as I said earlier, after we press the login button, the system will directly link us to this homepage of the GroupMates Student Portal that welcomes us to the Computer Science Department Student Portal. So if we click this My Grades, the system will show us the grades of the student that is logged in. So this is the grades that the professors gave us. So this is the student ID number, my ID number, the year, SEM, subject, professors that gave us the grade, the prelim grade, the midterm grade, and the final. So if you want to search a specific grade by year, you can just press this and choose the year of the grade that you want to see. Let's say it's first year, and then let's press the SEM of the grade of that year. So let's say first year. The table will show us this grade, but if we select second SEM, the table will not show us anything because we don't have a grade from first year second SEM. If we press first, it will show us. But if you want to see it all again, go back, we'll just press this OK, all. So if we want now if you want now to search a specific grade by subject, just search here, type the valid subject name. So let's say CS1, it will show CS1, CS2, or CS5. If you want to see it all again, just delete it. So now let's go to the schedule tab. So in this schedule, the system will let us see all the schedules of the computer science department of the University of Manila. So this is the year, the section or the set, and the SEM, subject, time, and the professor. So if you want to search a specific schedule for the time or the professor, just select this year, just select for the year, set or section, and the SEM. So let's try it. Let's first select for the year, let's say it's first year. Now it will select all the schedules for the first year. Select for the set. Now it's a schedule for first year, set A, and then for the SEM, select for SEM. It will show the schedule for the set A first year for SEM. If you select second SEM, it will not show anything because we don't have a schedule for set A first year second SEM. But if we go back to set A first SEM, it will select this. If you want to go back and see all the schedules, let's just press this year and let's select all. So now if we want to select a specific schedule by subject, just enter the valid subject name here. Let's say it's CS1. It will show the schedule for CS1, CS2, CS3, CS4, CS5. If you want to see it all again, just delete it. So if you want to search for the schedule of a professor, just type the name of the professor. So let's say it's Professor Juan. Let's say it's Professor Juan. Then now the system will let us see all the schedule of Professor Juan de la Cruz. If we want to see all the schedules again, let's just delete all this text. Now we can see it. So let's go now to the My Info tab. So for the My Info tab, we will see all the information that we registered before we log in. So we will see our own unique student ID number, our name, full name, Jolo Mauie Iglesia, then our date of birth, January 17, 2000, then the year of entry, then the gender. We can also see the password that we registered, and we can see it by checking this checkbox if you don't want to see it. Then here we can also edit the password that we register. So if you want to change it, just type your new preferred password. So let's say it's 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 ones. You can see here. Let's press edit. The system will tell us we successfully set a new password. Then we press OK. Then we check this. It will change the password. And that's it for the student side of the GroupMates student portal. So let's just press log out if you want to exit, then press exit if you want to close.
So for the professor, for the register of the professor is a bit the same with the student register, but before the system actually let us register, let's press this. The system will link us to a form which says professor's code. So this is for a security purposes only, so that no unwanted guests can register as a professor. So let's say that they are a student that wants to register as a professor. So this code, all professors only knows this code. So let's type the code before we register, and then let's press register. Then the system will now let us register. So let's say 1700,499. Say the name is Mark Chan. Then the password, let's set the password to 123 123, and let's check this if you want to check if the password that we entered is correct. And let's set the birth date, say it's 1990, uh, uh, May 14. Then let's set it to mail. Then let's press register. After we press register, the system tells us that we now have successfully registered. Press OK. Now we can log in as a professor. So let's log in the ID number and the password that we just registered. So that's 1700199. And the password is 123123. Now it will link us to this homepage as well as, but this has different buttons. It has insert grade, update delete record, insert edit delete schedule, my info, and also logout. So for the insert grade, let's go to insert grades. The system will let us now enter a new prelim grade for a specific student. So to do that, we have to type the ID number of the student. So let's type, for example, my ID number. Now after you type the ID number of the student, the system will now show a student information here: the ID number, the name, the year of entry, the date of birth, and the gender. Now let's enter the grades. Let's say it's first year, first sem, and then let's say it's CS6. Now let's enter the prelim grade. So let's say it's 90. Then let's press insert prelim grade. Now the system will now tell us that we have successfully added a new grade. Let's press OK. We can see here that we just added a new grade for student ID number 1800491, first year, first sem, and then the subject, and me, the one who put the grade. So if you want to search a grade by subject, so let's just type a valid subject name here, CS. Let's say CS1 is 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Want to see it all, just delete it. Then for grade search, let's select a year. If you want to select a grade search for a year, so let's say it's first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year. The system doesn't give us a information about from third year to fifth year because we don't have a grade for third year to fifth year here. So if you want to continue adding records for midterm and final grades, or we want to delete a record, we can go here in this update and delete record. So here we have a student information as well as in insert grade. So before we add a prelim and midterm and final grade, we will first search for the student. So let's say 91, let's say first year, and first sem, let's say it's CS6. We're going to update this record that we just entered in the insert grade. So after that, we'll just press search. So as you can see, the system also gives us a student information of that ID number. And then here we can edit the prelim grade if we want to change it. Say it's that, and add the midterm grade. Say it's 95. This final grade is 20, and then let's just press upgrade grade, update grade. So the system will now tell us that we have successfully inserted a grade. So as we can see in this table, the grades of this student ID number has now a prelim, midterm, and final grade that I inserted. So if now we want to delete a record, we also have to search for the record. First year, first sem, CS6. Then we have to press search. So after we press search, if we want to delete this record, just press this delete record button. Then the system now tells us that we have successfully deleted a record. So if we look to that record here, we will not see it because we just deleted it. So same in insert grade, we can also search a grade here. So let's say CS1, CS2, CS3, CS4, CS5. And then if you want to see it all again, just delete it all. So now let's go to insert, edit, delete schedule. So in this tab, we will be able to insert a new schedule or update a schedule or even delete a schedule. So you can see here all the schedules, the first year, second year, third year. And then you can see this. So let's try adding a schedule for a fourth year students. So let's say for the year, let's add fourth year. Say it's set a semester, first semester. Let's say it's CS9 and the time is 7:30 and the professor is me, Mark Jan 2. So after we filled all the text box and comma box, let's just press insert. Now the system tells us that we have successfully added a new schedule. So we can see in this table, we now have a schedule for all the fourth year students. So now if we want to update or delete a schedule, we must first search for the schedule. So let's say we're going to search this, say fourth year, set A, first sem, and then CS9. Then after we search it, all the information will go here. Then let's say we change the time of the schedule. Let's say it's going to be 9. Let's just press update. Then now we have successfully updated the schedule. So as we can see here, we have the time, the 9 that we just edited. So now if we want to delete a schedule, we will first search it again. Let's say it's fourth year, set A, first sem, and CS9. Then press search. Then all the information will also go here. Then if you want to delete the schedule, just press this delete schedule button. Then the system now tells us that we have successfully deleted a schedule. So now we can see here that the fourth year schedule is now deleted as we just deleted. So here we can also search for a specific schedule. Say it's for first years, then set A, then first sem. Then let's press search. Now the schedule will now change for first years, set A, first sem. Let's say it's set B. Let's change. So if you want to see it all again, just select all here, then search, press search again, so we can see all the schedules here. So we can also be able to search for a professor's schedule here. So let's say it's Jose Garcia, Professor Jose Garcia. We now see all the schedules for Professor Jose Garcia. Let's say it's going to be Juan de la Cruz. Now we can see all the schedules for Professor Juan de la Cruz. So for the last part of the professor side of this GroupMates student portal, we can see the information of the professor look like in. So this is me, Mark John Doe, the ID number, the date of birth, email, and the password. So we can also see here the professor's code that we entered before we registered. So here, if you want to edit the professor's code, we can also edit it here. Just type your new preferred professor's code, say that, and say successfully set new professor's code. So let's press OK. Here it will change to everyone, also to every professor. So here we want to edit also our password and also edit it. So say 151515. So that's it. So our old password is 123123. Our new preferred password is 151515. Then press edit. Now the system tells us that we successfully set a new password. So we can see here I have 151515. The professor's code is 123123. So let's change it. Let's change this back. Then 123123. See it again that it's changed. So that's it for the professor's code. So let's just press this logout button. Now that's it. So thank you for everyone for uh, watching this video. Hope you like our simple system for computer science department. Thank you everyone. So for the code of the program, we use Visual Basic 2019. So this is the program. We have the resources and we have the references, the MySQL data that connects it to the database. So this is the forms. This is form 1. This is everything, and this is the codes, the design, and the codes again, and the joins, and the module that connects this program to the database. So for the database, we use SAMP to connect the Visual Basic to the database. So for the database, we have a database named GMPORTAL that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 tables. So we have the grades tables, the grades that we just entered earlier, a unique ID number, also a foreign key that connects to the uh, students table, the ID number. So we have this primary key, the index or unique key, or the foreign key for this page table. So for the ERD, we have this we have this ERD. So the ID number in the students table is connected to the student ID number in the grades table. So we will have an SQL joins code for the system. So that's all. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for using GroupMates student portal.